Good early morning of March 5th, Wednesday, 2025. And here we are once again. And quite frankly, yesterday it was a total mixed bag of emotion and motions. We still don't have answers for many things. And yet the defense is supposed to be answering for what it is they're doing. And quite frankly, we are watching the Brady Bunch with the CW. I'm not a lawyer, I'm not law enforcement, I'm not a medical professional. I am a tarot analyst, a tarot profiler, I am a psychic medium, and this is my opinion and for entertainment purposes only. So I hope each and every one of you enjoy. Please do a favor, like and subscribe. We'd love to have you. Our community is wonderful. Once you really get into our community, I feel we have the best group on this platform. I have a mixed bag of cards today that I want to consult. But just like you, we are here, and I think we need to open some things up. Welcome, everyone. I'm Lady Zelda Kelly, and we're seeing crime today. And we have the this is a beautiful foil deck. Some of you who have gotten video readings with me may see this. I don't bring it out often. It is a gift to me, gifted by a wonderful, very special person. The Kipper, our friend, and the Piatnik deck, 36 cards in 6 different languages. So now, and believe me, I have others on the side, so don't fret. We're going to get down to business. So yesterday, Hanky made this announcement. I'm going to call it that. And then Rafferty, Chief Rafferty of Canton, posted this media release and blah, blah, blah. And I'm going to tell you, this does not resonate with me. Now, I'm not saying that people are purposefully lying, but I think maybe they may have miscommunicated a few things. I don't know. I have a hard time with this understanding of, well, the feds, we got a phone call from the feds in this office, and it's over. Nobody's being charged. But the defense didn't get the phone call. We're here to announce this. What? Look, Karen said after the motion hearing that as of January 30th, they had a letter from Leah Foley's office, who is the Massachusetts U.S. District Attorney, that said that the investigation was ongoing. It was on her letterhead and it was signed. What changed? I don't know about this. And I'm going to be skeptical. Okay, all right. So if it is, it is. But I'm going to be a little sort of kind of skeptical about this until I see the big evidence. I want to see a letter. I want to see that there are signatures. I don't care, quite frankly, about this release from Chief Rafferty. I mean, after all, here all the news outlets are saying this and that and everything. Well, you know what? They also reported that they had ring footage of Karen backing over John. Where did that go? So there's a lot of things here. And let's not forget something that I want to say. Very important. We have Matthew Farwell, the person accused of unaliving dear Sandra Birchmore and her little baby. He is now behind bars, rightfully so. But he should have been charged by the state, and he has not. Why? It took the feds coming in because the state didn't do their job, because maybe there was something there that, they didn't want to get out. I mean, after all, Gitmo Guarino did not see all those text messages. I mean, certainly that a 30,000 text message document could actually be an oversight, couldn't it? But my problem is, why would they say, oh, there's no investigation into Karen Read, because there wasn't? See, here's the thing that the state is not saying. They may say, well, yeah, the investigation in the Read case is over. Okay. Now, I'll take that. But did they add on the part where they're experts who were hired by the feds, who the feds paid a lot of money to reconstruct the crime, supposedly the evidence of, was John hit by this 6,000-pound SUV? And they found that he could not have been? Case over. They're not mentioning that. So if this is over, then why isn't Farwell over? Let's do goose and gander for a minute. Why isn't Farwell over? Because, after all, they said that it's over. So, shouldn't Farwell be released? I know that sounds ridiculous, and it is ridiculous. But for me, that's the mindset of the CW, allegedly, supposedly. And that is also my opinion. But I'm also going to tell you there's something else last night that kind of brought me to tears. I heard that there is a new law being proposed that is on the books, that anyone who unalives a police officer will get the unaliving penalty if they are found guilty. Oh boy, does this open up some territory, because I have questions now. Is this retroactive? Because if so, what does that do for these people who took out John? Because he was a police officer. So what happens there? That's a question, a loaded question. And here's another one. Sandra Birchmore, she was in this Explorers program. Now look, I'm really reaching, and I'm getting down the rabbit hole with this. But a couple of pictures that I had seen, she's got a uniform on. And is she associated? I mean, I know she was a witness, and quite frankly, at this point, Matthew Farwell is looking at life because she was considered a witness, and he is looking at an unaliving penalty. My thought process. Okay. So anyway, enough is enough. Let's see, just some thoughts from me. Okay, just thoughts. But I got to share them with you because, you are my people. You are my people. So since you're here, please do me a favor, subscribe and like, share, comment, because that's what keeps us going. We love this. All right, my darlings, I'm clearing this out. Let me know what you see in, I'm seeing a dog. Tell me what you're seeing. A lot of energy here today. And by the way, check out the new merchandise. I think you'll really like it. All right, my darling, here we are. Now, I'm going to lay out just a random few little cards today because Karen soon has her, and there we go. There's some cards that dropped. We'll take those, putting this to the side. She soon has her hearing today. And they are going to, it's my understanding, argue the motion to dismiss. Not that I feel that it will be dismissed, but believe me, I think some things are going to be put on the record and some things are going to come out, and we are going to see AJ in action. And I think we're also going to see some objections from the CW, the snarky. What these three are telling me is, first of all, there is some divine guidance, inspiration over the defense today. I'm going to tell you why. You see this young lady sitting here. All water comes from the high priestess robe. You see how flowy and beautiful that looks. Look at these cards. They're foil. Are they not beautiful? Let me know if you like them. The pillars are black and white. Now, we're not going to get into the big crux because, there's so many elements in this that I don't want to, I'm taking up enough time of talking. But what this is black and white. This means there's zero gray area, that you're either going to hear facts or not. And I'm here to bet we're going to hear facts. Factual evidence. Now, I say that this is a very spiritual card, and there's a spiritual connotation over the hearings today. And by the way, Dr. Turtleboy has a hearing today at 2 p.m. Big prayers for him, too. He's got a motion to dismiss, and the CW did not file anything in response to that. What? Okay, so anyway, big prayers for Doc. You see the cross around her neck, but you see what she's holding. Let me see if I can get this to focus. You see what she's holding in her lap? A Torah, T-O-R-A. That's the Hebrew word for the first 5 books of the Bible that were written by Moses. Also in the Greek called the Septuagint. The foundation. And the pomegranates also have a spiritual connotation. Again, we're not going to get into it. But this is telling me that today it's going to flow. From AJ, it is going to flow. No gray area. He's not going to leave any stone, hard as rock, unturned. He's not going to leave us with an expectation of, is there more? He's going to cover the whole ground. So for an hour and 20 minutes, get your snacks, because this is going to be riveting. Now, I like this Page of Swords. He is a little fellow that basically is saying, I'm ready for what comes. Send it my way. Bring it. I love it. You see how the sword goes off the frame of the card? That means they're not done yet. They've got more to bring to the table, and I mean the defense. So don't be disheartened, because there's more to come. And you see the little birds in the air up there. The birds are the spirit animal bird of the sword suit. They're air elements. The sword is a double-edged sword. It means it cuts both ways. If the CW wants to play a game, well, the defense is going to come right back. This is very breezy. A lot of movement in this communication coming out today. Hence, this little fellow here has the nickname of the Prince of Wind and Breeze. And believe me, there's going to be a lot of wind coming from the CW today. You can believe that. Quite frankly, when Hanky Panky, in my opinion, opened his mouth, I'm not so sure I believe a thing. But that's my opinion. There's just something there. I don't know. But I'm going to say this. Do you see the water in the background? So water is a life force and it flows. We need water to live. We need water to communicate. But this guy is standing there saying, okay, all right, I see what you got bringing. Come on, bring it, bring it. I'm loving that. If you didn't see yesterday's video, we'll link it here. Now, this Empress, she is a ray of hope. Now, I don't want anybody losing hope, and I don't want anybody falling away because they think the Fed investigation is over. I want you to know that, yes, they don't have indictments, so they say that it's over, if that is the truth. But there ain't nothing that says that they can't open it back up again once they have more evidence. The one thing they have proven is that Karen is not guilty, and I want to focus on that. Because, sometimes when people feel that they're not being looked at any longer and they're celebrating, they start messing up. Believe me, they're being watched. I want you to know that once your name gets on that Fed list, it don't come off. They don't have their pencil erasers and say, okay, well, they're done. We're taking them off of our list now. No. They will be watched. And they can be, just like Al Capone, they can be looked at in other areas. And quite frankly, I think there may be one of those bad actors that have some tax problems. And quite frankly, it's my understanding that they're not that busy in that pizza place. But how are they making money? Oh, okay. The Empress, you see, I have questions. I know you do too. The Empress, she's beautiful. She's sitting here. She's the counterpart of the Emperor, who is very stoic, very stern, sits there on his throne, waiting to rule, using his wisdom and his understanding. And this little gal, sitting here in her sweet little frock, you see how she looks, just as cute as can be. She's ready to rule, but from a more relaxed state. So this is telling us we need to relax today because the defense has got this. This red little chair she's sitting on is love, but it's also compassion, and it's control, and taking control of this situation. The panchet usually is from a Ouija board. We're not going to get into that because we don't do that. But this is telling us that there's a lot to tell coming into the future. She represents a new beginning. She, actually in this card, is supposed to be expecting a child. But since that doesn't pertain to this situation, we can expect the birth of a brand new beginning after today. Don't you love that? I love that too. Let's thank the little fellow that gifted me these cards. Let's see what the Kipper has to say. Oh, this is going to be a long one, my darlings. Here we go again, Zelda. I can't make a short video. We know who that is. That is Meat. That is Mr. Meat. Message of concern. Today is going to concern them because, this card sets the tone now. This is the tarot is the defense. This card set the tone for the following cards, and that is, once they hear this message today from AJ and they're hearing all these things, they're going to have to go to work. They're going to have to get to it. And quite frankly, I don't think there's much more that they can do. I mean, we are still waiting for Sallyport videos. We're still waiting, and they uploaded these Sallyport videos at the last moment. And then, of course, Auntie Bean calls out Ianetti because he sent something in at 5:30 in the afternoon. Come on. retire. Just stop. Just stop. This is going to be very concerning for them today. I want you to watch because they're scrambling, my darlings. This is what you're seeing is desperation. And many of us get angry because of what they're doing. They're misusing the law, in my opinion. They're actually, in my opinion, and I'm not a lawyer, but it's just my thought, they are misrepresenting the law. The great thing, which is so frustrating, is that the defense is going by the law, by the letter, on each thing. Doon, 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 doon. Now this morning, they are in the habeas court. Don't know what we're going to hear, but I got to tell you, I'm excited. I still think this thing has legs, okay? I'm excited. They may be arguing that today only because they know there's an urgency that Bev is pushing this to April 1st. They're going to try. I'm still not convinced it's going to happen to April 1st, but maybe, but I'm not convinced yet. Let's ask me after the 18th. Piotnik. Fortune. Falseness. Okay. I'm getting it. All right. So what we are going to see now, we are going to be very fortunate. That's how this works. The cards tell the story that we are going to see the falseness. Falshite. In my book, it's just shite. But okay. They're going to see the falseness. Look. You see this kitty? And we've got a snake. A snake in the grass. And look. This person is looking out the window going, no, kitty, no. The kitty will be okay. Kitty's okay. But we have a snake in the grass. Jealousy, I'm going to say this really more is envy and vendetta, if I can talk. You see, there's somebody watching there, and I think this, in as far as I'm concerned, there were issues between these people, the bad actors, and John to begin with, because I believe that John knew too much in some circumstances. But they wanted to get to John. And they were going to use Karen's little, I don't know, thing with Higgy Baby, whatever. Hello, it's not something that, as they say, Scheisele happens. So we're going to see a lot of this now start coming out. So as we go further into the reading, I know, get on it, Zelda, my heavens. Fake friends. That certainly was the case in this falseness. You see how this works? We can't make this up. We can't make it up. Check yourself. We had that yesterday or even the day before, meaning you better go back and you better make sure that everything is correct. You better make sure everything is through. And why is that? We are the shadow period of a Mercury retrograde right now. So you're going to see a lot of this flow and then stop, start, flow, stop, start. Because that's what Mercury retrograde does, and especially in communications. So you may see that from Auntie Bev today, stopping AJ to hose up his flow. Anger management. Look at this. This is going to blow our minds. We're not going to, we've got to make sure that we can keep it together. Why should we keep it together? Because Karen is. Because they are. They know. See, here's the thing. Being right, being innocent makes you confident. I believe that she is innocent. I believe that she is right. That's why I'm confident in saying she's going to be okay. We may approach that line. It may be really hairy. But for Hanky Panky to get out and say that they were trying to influence the jury and he wants gag over orders, please. Just please. Here is a final message from the angels. You've seen these cards before. Look how just gorgeous. I don't use them at often because I guess they are so gorgeous. I mean, they almost feel like hollowed ground, right? Ooh, I'm loving this. The Five of Pentacles. Now, this is a very interesting card, and you see this little angel. He's looking down at them, and they're looking up saying, we need some help. We need some help. Well, they have it. You see a church in the background. You see there's somebody there, but they've got their back to these people, and they really need some help. Somebody on crutches. This is Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles means, now 5 in biblical numerics means grace. There will be grace over this motion hearing today. But at the same time, this card represents being down and out and maybe walking away. But there's always a different interpretation that I follow with this particular card. Because for me, the interpretation is you know when you're to the point that you've got to switch gears and you got to go into another direction. That may be for the defense today. Wait and see. They're not broke. They're not down and out. They've been praying. They've been meditating. And yes, many have turned their back on Karen. But there's some, God never leaves us nor forsakes us. So there's no reason to feel that she's going to be out in left field without being protected. The feds know she is innocent, factually innocent. They've proved it. That's the part that Hanky just kind of, I guess it slipped his mind to mention that. Because in everything that he did, and everything that he does, and everything that he does, he is defending the bad actors. He is defending the CW. We know that. This King of Wands, another little angel there. The King of Wands is this energy, and look at him. He's putting things into place. And look at the water. The King of Wands is basically this king who is ordering this fire in the belly. Meaning, you ever hear that expression, lighting a fire under someone? That gets them up and going. Gives them the hot seat. They've got to jump in place and they've got to get going. And that's the message for the defense. So while some direction may not be working, there's another direction that will. And they will go just smoothly and swiftly from one to another. One to another. Now, final message from the tarot, because I just can't help it. Final message from the tarot, final message from the tarot. That came out, that is a magician card, and basically it says they have an infinite amount of help that they can put this together. All elements are in their circle. But that's not, that's just a little hint of what is to come out. Oh, I thought I heard something drop there. That was really something. There's a lot of, oh, okay. There's a lot of energy. This. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. I love it. I guess that's what turned over when I heard them. An indication they're going to be talking about money today. Definitely. I don't have to be psychic to tell you that, but there's some more little tidbits that they're going to bring out about this. You see this page, he is announcing, giving this message about money. They've got some things that they are going to use to back all of this up. Now here, I'm loving this. This is a Libra card, balance. And you see the columns? You see the columns there? Let's mess up the reading. But you see the columns there? There's absolutely no gray area. It will all be black and white today. And the justice, the scales of justice will be balancing today. The fact that actually in the other cards that don't have frame, this sword approaches the frame of the card, which means you're almost done. You're almost done. The defense is almost finished to a certain degree. This is one of the cardinal cards. We'll get into that in another time, but it's a very special card. Again, another card like King Solomon, being able to weigh in with a red cloak, just like our little sweetheart here, of passion, but control, even compassion, maybe even a little love. This is Lady Justice. She's bringing it to the table today. Justice will be served, and that's what I'm serving. So today's going to be very interesting. We're going to watch a lot of things. We're going to see the falseness coming from the CW. We're going to see the fake. We're going to see the falseness. We're going to see the snarky. Yes, it's going to, we're going to want to just, but hold it together. Karen's holding it together. It's okay. It's called righteous anger. We are allowed to be angry at injustice, but we don't have injustice here. We have justice that is getting ready to come out of the corner. The injustice will be when Bev denies this. Wouldn't it be a beautiful miracle if she said, I'll allow it, and everybody gets to go home? We'll see. I don't have that much faith in her. Thank you so much, my darlings, for being here. If it weren't for you, oh my goodness. And I want you to check out the new merch in the shop. I think you're really going to like it. And we've got new things coming out all the time. Thanks for being here. Thank you so much. I will be watching the hearing today. And I love each and every one of you. Thank you again. And if it weren't for you, I am now up to 975,000 views. And it's actually more than that now. That's all you. And thank you, thank you, thank you. I am so grateful to you. All is well, my darlings. You hang in there. We'll see what happens. See you soon.